who are the best units of every typing. Now this is going to be a very similar video to one that I've already made, but the main thing in this video that I want to get across, the main point, is that the list is exactly the same as what it was before. There's a few things to discuss, but for the most part it's going to be the same video, and the point here is that we're not getting villain units. And personally, I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and be like, oh my god, I really want extreme units, we need this, we need that. Yes, we do need them, but personally I don't care. For me, I am more hyped about the super units, but objectively speaking, we do need extreme units. Firstly and foremostly, we've got extreme STR, and this is the funniest one, because we just got this guy. The one extreme buff that we got was Super 17, and he is not even the best extreme STR unit in the game. Now to be fair, he didn't have to be as good as Cooler, but realistically he should have been. He's a brand new Dokkan Fest, post anniversary, and he has so many holes in his kit, so many restrictions. The one new villain unit that we got was not that impressive. It's pretty funny if you think about it. We never get villain units, and the one that we got was this unit over here. It's pretty funny, to be fair. And by the way, speaking of this unit, over on global players, hear me loud and hear me clear. I don't even know if that's a phrase, but guess what, it is now. The point is, don't summon on his banner. Do not summon on Super 17's banner. If I catch any of you summoning on this guy's banner, it's on sight. It is on sight. But back to the video, and the best extreme STR unit is not Super 17. It's not even this Boo. The Boo's not even close. The best unit here is definitely, without a doubt, Cooler. His leader skill is still decent, although like I said, we need more villain units. The damage that he does is really good. His defense is decent. Overall, he's a very powerful unit. I would say easily the best extreme STR unit. I would say it's pretty comfortable. As far as the honorable mentions go, Cooler is decent. Boo with the easy A was decent, although I think he's probably actually no, I would say he's definitely overrated. But as time goes on, once we get more difficult longer form content, and once this guy gets more partners, for example a Gohan or a Kid Boo, then he'll be a lot better. If we scroll down, Kid Boo, he's decent, but we need a better one at this point, or at the very least we need more partners for him. Obviously they are not impressive, but they are definitely, this unit over here is actually no, I would say is easily the second best unit here. As disappointing as they were, they are still decent. You are not an honorable mention. You're okay. You were a decent Dragon Ball Hero unit. I'm not a fan of his easy A. This guy aged badly, but it wasn't even his own fault. It was the power creep that came. Broly, the easy A, is really old at this point. Turles and his crew, once they get an easy A, they could be decent. On release, this was a very good unit. At the time, people were making the argument that he was the best unit in the game. This guy needs an easy A. The extreme STR 50% support unit hit. He definitely needs that easy A. So does Bojack. If we scroll down, Rakuma and Guldo are still a very decent unit. Nappa is decent, definitely worthy of an honorable mention. The Broly sucked on release. Why even lie? If I scroll down, this guy is decent. I'll give him that. Is he though? Honestly, I don't know how good this guy is. I'll be honest. The unit that came to my mind was Jackie Chun, but I'm not sure about this guy actually. I'll be honest. I'm not sure about him. So we'll just skim right past that. If we scroll down, I don't really see anyone else here. So we can go to the next typing, which is Extreme AGL. And as far as Extreme AGL goes, the best unit here has remained the same. It is easily Golden Frieza. Golden Frieza not only is the best unit here right now, he will also probably be the best aging unit here as well, simply because of that damage reduction. This guy is a phenomenal unit. This guy with that extreme STR LR cooler still make for one of the most powerful rotations in the game. They are what you would call a deadly duo. They link well together. This guy is really good slot 1, the cooler is really good slot 2, and then they make for a powerful combo. And then as far as the honorable mentions go, if we go through them, the main best units here, well, Cell's good, definitely towards the top of the honorable mentions, and the same would apply to AGL Turles, a decent support unit. Frieza is definitely worthy of an honorable mention, though obviously he's aged. Ginyu is definitely still a very good unit on his team, but obviously he relies on the rest of his team, and so far his team is still capable of going through the difficult content, but as time goes on, like, time won't really help this guy. Cooler is definitely one of the better TUR Easy A's, especially for his time. If we scroll down, you're still usable because of the dodge. Out of all the 120% leaders, you're probably the best. If we scroll down, I'm pretty sure you were decent, but I can't really remember how good you were. Because I do remember when they got their Easy A, they were quite decent. Is there anyone else here though? The 50% support unit, what's he called? Rildo, yeah, he needs an Easy A. I saw it over there. Meta Rildo. To be fair, when the 50% support units get their Easy A's, it's going to be a very interesting time. Will they be category support units? More than likely. That will more than likely be the case. You were so disappointing. Yes, I would give you an honorable mention, but you should have been so much better because you came out on the same banner as LR Trunks and Vegeta, and they are still one of the best units in the game. In fact, LR Trunks and Vegeta might be, to this day, the best Super Int unit in the game. I can't think of anyone else that is Super Int that would be better than them. And then this guy sucked. Even upon his Easy A, he sucked. I don't really see anyone else. Zamasu with an Easy A could be decent, but we'll have to wait and see what they do with him. He's one of the best aging units in the game. Both Golden Freezers are actually really good, and both of them have a lot of damage reduction, and that's why they are so good. I don't really see anyone else here though, so we'll go to the next typing, which is Extreme Tech. This one, to decide which unit is the best here, was a bit more difficult, because I still am unsure who's better from these two. Goku, Black and Zamasu, or the Tech Androids. I'm gonna say the androids. I think last time I said Goku, Black and Zamasu, I'm not sure, I don't remember. But this time I think, actually, do you know what? I think last time I gave them a tie, and we'll do it again. Because this guy's got a lot of utility with that nullification. And this guy just puts up decent numbers. He's got the heal, overall a very decent Easy A, especially for his time. Aged fairly well, he's okay to this day. He needs more partners, to be fair. But for the most part, both of these are very decent units. Who's better? Honestly, probably the androids, but it's tough to say, so I'll just give it a draw. If we go to the honorable mentions, you were decent on release, but you got no help, and so you definitely suffered from that. These guys are interesting because they sucked on release and they got no help, same as this Shinron over here. Both of them were back-to-back banner units for the anniversaries, for back-to-back anniversaries, and neither of them got any help, which is really weird. Why would you release these units and then not give them any help whatsoever? You're okay, I guess, but not really. You're okay, I guess, but not really. I guess, but not really, Vegeta. Well, Vegeta's alright with the guard. This guy's alright with the dodge. Do you remember, out of all the units that came out around him, he's definitely one of the better aging units compared to the others. A 50% support unit, he also needs the Easy A. And I don't really see anyone else. He's another Golden Frieza that aged really well. I don't see anyone else here. Hit needs a brand new unit, whatever typing that would be. And I don't really see anyone else. Raditz is good for SPR, I guess. And then that is probably the end of that, because no one else is popping out to me. Let's go to Extreme Int, and there's a few decent units here, and personally I want to say the best unit here is Chilai, but something happened with me where I can't not respect Cell. Objectively, Chilai, to be fair though, Chilai's got no teams, so I'll also say that. Chilai's got no teams, but if she had teams, she would be number one, we'll say that. Chilai would be number one, because if you read that kit, she does way too much for her not to be number one. but she's got no teams, so I'm gonna give it to Int Cell. Once you transform Int Cell, he is a phenomenal unit, offensively and defensively. He needs partners, but for the most part he is good, but again he does need some good partners, which he does not have. But once we get some good partners for this guy, he will be a phenomenal unit, and if you can transform him easily, he will be extremely powerful. So he is number 1. Chila would be number 1, but she's got no team, so I can't do that. Margin Vegeta is definitely in the conversation. He's one of the best units here, easily. Same for Zamasu, easily one of the best units here. Those 4 units, Cell, Zamasu, Margin Vegeta and Chilai, are probably easily the best units here. Bojack, his easy A should have been better, but he's alright. You guys were alright on release. Considering how old Broly is, he's still decent. The androids over here, 19 and 20, whatever you want to call them, are decent. Jace and Berta are decent. The cooler army thingy is decent. The 50% support unit over here definitely needs that easy A. And if we scroll down, you were not that impressive, although I'll give you an honorable mention, although it's towards the bottom. Same for you. And then if I scroll down, I don't really see anyone else. Actually, I think you're decent, to be fair. You've got some good tanking abilities. Other than that, I don't really see anyone else. And then if we go to extreme physical, I think the best unit here is the one that you just saw, Cooler. I would say it's probably pretty easily Cooler because of his revive, how easy it is for him to get the 18 key. He's got good partners, just an overall really good unit on a lot of teams, on good teams as well. His leader skills actually quite decent. STR Cooler, AGL Golden Frieza. Beyond those two though, who's on that team? Because no one is coming to mind other than this Cooler over here is decent for the team, although they have the exact same name, I think. Do they? Let me have a look. So what name do you have? You have Metal Cooler, and then what do you have? Okay, so they have the exact same name, but you can still put them on the same team. Just don't link them together. Is there anyone else here? You could be okay on the team. The team's decent. You could do some stuff with the team, though it would need a couple buffs before it's a top tier team. But even as it is, it's not terrible. But the unit as a whole is still very good with the recovery and everything else that he does. And then Janemba, out of all of the units here, is one of the better aging ones out of all these extreme physical units. Broly, he's not impressive. His easy A was not impressive at all, but he's definitely worthy of an honorable mention. Boo needs an easy A. Omega Shinron has aged at this point. I am not giving you an honorable mention. I don't care what anyone says. This unit over here, what is it even called? Jaro and Dr. Mew. I'm definitely not giving them an honorable mention because they don't deserve it. Just a mid-banner unit, a mid-release. Considering it's a brand new banner unit, it should be a lot better than what it is. And then if we scroll down, Frieza, funnily enough, is one of the better aging units in the game as well. Obviously he's aged now, but he aged fairly well for his time. And when he came out, he did a lot, and he was pretty decent. There is no one else here that I can see. The 50% support unit definitely needs an easy A. Raditz, if Raditz is an honorable mention, he's right at the bottom. Actually, no, he's right at the top. Raditz is the very best unit in the game. I don't care what anyone says. And then I don't really see anyone else here. If you guys have this Raditz in your account, then you have to subscribe because that is the challenge. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, then do subscribe, especially if you failed that challenge, because that is the challenge. Also, do leave a like and comment because those things do help out. With that said, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.